Good morning everybody, thanks for tuning in. Well, this is me in Stramoz starting day 3 of my ACT south to north ride, and had a nice sleep in Stramoz and I'm just heading off now. Just up by the Castello, trying to find a way to the track. Of course, I've downloaded the GPX file, and of course it's created to run north to south, and when you run the other way it can actually, because there's one-way systems etc, you can actually come to somewhere it says no entry and you've got to find another way. But it looks like this is where we're going. See where they built castles up here, strategic heights. Very interesting sculpture in honour of the bomberos, the firefighters. Oh wow, it says a lot, doesn't it? Those guys, they, well, I take my hat off in respect to tell you. It's definitely the quiet life in the Alentejo. Oh, looks like we've got a new bridge. Well, it's on the track. Oh no, it isn't. That's the one that was on the track. Could have stayed of that. Oh well. The track's a bit out of date, but it's very obvious divergent. Because no way you're going over that, are you? What? Well, we've done nearly 40 kilometres since I filled up, so even more. And we've just found a dirt trail. Yes. Morning, ladies. You expecting rain? Oh, this is nice. Just poodling along, taking my own sweet time. Oh, just needs a lick of paint. Very soft, sandy. Whoa. This could be fun going through here then. It's quite firm underneath. You know, that just pushed the adrenaline level up a bit. I was almost dozing off, it was that gentle. Well, the watering holes are full up here. Oh, what a shame, I've just scared the storks out of their nest. Quite a load. What amazing birds. Yeah, they like nests in high places. And all these other little birds nest in their nests. Oh, there's one up there, look. Whoa, look at that. Woo. What is it that does this? Is this using a machine to get into nature, I think. Just see it. This blend of man and machinery to experience all these things. Surrounded by natural beauty. There you go, we've got gridlock. Need the traffic control. Hey, sheep and baby lambs. Just gone shooting along the asphalt, and I'd realised that you'd just turn off straight away back onto the track. So I turned around. There's the olive trees. I was talking to a guy he owns a restaurant not last night, the night before, in Mura, and he was saying about the mass production of olives now. It's like anything mass produced, it increases profit, etc., but it's not good for the land really. They have to use a lot of water because it's not a natural spacing. They used to have to obviously spray the land with pesticides. Well, they obviously sell a lot more olives, but it's not necessarily the best way to do it for the earth. Ooh, it's getting a bit lumpy in places. That's where the rain's washed it. So we've got the deep logging lorry ruts here. I don't think I'd want to ride. I've ridden some of this in November once, and not this here, but it's another part of it. And when it's wet, it's very clayey, sticky mud. So it's sandy, and I know now, I've done some sand. So just relax and sit back and just let the bars move a bit. Because this is like patchy. It's is it sand or not sand? Suddenly there's a patch. There's a softer, deeper patch. So it's really changing. It's a bit of a deep rut. Whee! Fuck. Whoa. Well, the rut suddenly appeared, now I'm in it. Every time I think I start to relax and start to speed up a bit, it catches me out. There's no way I can go any speed on this. The thing with this route, there's so few cafe stops. I mean, I thought last time I'll just stop after an hour or so. It's been an hour and a half after breakfast. I'll stop at a cafe, and I went through this town and didn't bother. And now I'm right out here. You have no idea when you're going to see a cafe. And there's very few and far between, so you've got to take potluck. You've got to bring stuff with you, without a doubt, if you're going to do this ride. Oh, yeah, shoot. Too much weight on the front wheel. Whoa. Fuck, sand in a rut. Jesus. I mean, not only is the rut guiding you, the sand is taking your wheel out of your hands as well. It's like double whammy. What's happening, I'm noticing, I'm starting to tense up because of all that front wheel's been really going places. I know it's doing my best to breathe and relax. But of course, every time it twitches and really drags out of your hands, it's like tense automatically. So I can feel tension building up in my whole body. So I've got to do some breathing as I go along and just tell myself to breathe and relax, settle into it. Because it's one minute you're fine and suddenly it just poof, snatches you. Phew! Asphalt! I got out alive! Thank you! I put my head with a donkey yesterday. When we'd stopped, found this bolt had gone missing and the whole shield, this thin plastic shield, was hanging down. It was, see where it's been sitting on the exhaust, but it's melted. And it's also melted, not through, but started to melt my €60 U-bag. Anyway, I'm glad I was carrying a spare screw. Got that refitted. It's temporary, I know. I think I might change this whole thing and get something better anyway. One of these metal guards. But it's working, it's fine. And if I hadn't, the reason I lost the screw was my fault, because I'd taken this off, refitted the screws, and obviously I just hadn't used thread lock. So there's a lesson, isn't there? Well, just a couple of minutes after I was saying, there's no cafes around. Well, they're very rare. They found one, thank goodness. You know what? It's a quiet little village. I was the only one in there besides the lady serving me. Two other people did pop in, buy something and went out again. Spot. Look at this amazing structure. I believe that it's a trig point of some kind. They do have them around here, but we are actually quite high if you look across. But I mean, it's a very gentle landscape, but we're higher than I probably realise. But yeah, just interesting. Another monument to the bomberos. This is where I'm going to be staying. Oh, this might be nice. Well, I'm sitting here in Braganza several days after I was supposed to complete the ACT. It didn't quite happen the way I anticipated. Anyway, more of that in the next video. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do my best to try and remember a bit about what day 3 was like. I'd enjoyed the first 2 days, Stuart riding with me. They were great. He went home second day. Third day I was on my own, which is fine because I'm quite happy riding on my own. Now the day was quite gentle compared to the off-roading side especially. Lots of asphalt and a lot of gentle riding through the Alentejo countryside and gentle lanes and tracks. The off-roading only got tricky. There was a long section where there was very sandy track and it had deep ruts, really deep wheel ruts. And these were off trucks, obviously. And it was a narrow lane anyway. So you only had a couple of ridges to ride on. Either that or you end up in these ruts. And also some of them, obviously, is very sandy as well. So it's quite difficult. It's more difficult than, you had to really focus. And once I ended up in a shallow rut, which wasn't too bad, but it was still hard work. But yeah, overall, I'm glad I made a shorter day because it was my third day and it was warm again. So the heat was starting to build up. Anyway, I did it and I found a beautiful place to stay. I'd already booked it at Belver. So yeah, overall, another good day. And yeah, got to say thank you, ACT.